if you're on a diet, you drink water. Yeah, I agree. So he just grabbed his kid from her clothes and it just walked up to the edge of the pool and just swung her in. So I told Margaret, we'll just do it right here off this ledge.
Shining on the city lights, all this doubt around me, then but look, I got it right. Don't you try to hit me, now you live a petty life. All those nights I lay awake, I pray for better life. Now I wake up with a baddie like I said I might. This a better life, you never tried, I bet it right. This a better life, you never tried, I bet it right. You been stuck just where you at because you never tried. Want a better life, I had a try, I bet it right. Yeah, I just took a chance and yeah, let me write. Look, I just took a chance and yeah, I rolled the dice. Yeah, women I'll be bad because the fuck was nice. But yeah, I must admit that this ain't overnight. Yeah, I just hit the double with the jackpot.
Oh, Katelyn, you're very cute. Do you have a mommy? I would like to be your mommy.
Don't be shy. Do your business. Yeah. We gotta get in position to do our business. We let it go. Ooh. Yeah.
Good morning and welcome to the cottage. War eagles fly down the field, forever to conquer, never to yield. War eagle, fearless and true. Ooh. Hello from the cottage. I've always wanted to say that.
Oh, you forgot her stick. We have to have a toy to play with.
Say hello, Katelyn. Say hello to everyone. Hello. Hi. My name is Katelyn and I'm 7 months old. A little older than that, but very close.
Okay, so I thought about this. When the video comes out and everybody says, wasn't she supposed to be 8 months old now? Yes, but here's the thing. How can you do a 7 months video and talk about what she did during 7 months if you do it at the beginning like everybody else does? So we decided if you do the video at the end, then you get to talk about everything they did during that month. Now if we do her 8-month video next week, what I just said is null and void.
But see, just like everybody who does daily vlogging, we are doing monthly vlogging. So when you see it, you're really a day behind. So when
a month behind.
Yes, but when you see daily vlogging, it's,
yes.
Yeah, so now when you see this, you're a month behind. So we're going to talk about our accomplishments as a 7 months old. First and foremost, here's a tip for any videographers out there. To go from, so where we live is really humid, right? It's really like 100% humidity. You go outside and you just about die. But, so every time I take my camera from inside to outside, there's like this 15 minutes process of having to clean it, having to warm it up, having to wipe it, and it's really not good for the lens to keep cleaning it. So my recommendation to you, and no one really has the time to go put the camera outside, wait 20 minutes and then come outside. So my recommendation to you is put a filter on so then you can clean the filter, and when you scratch up the filter, you just throw it away. Because you can't just blow it and do all the other stuff. You have to wipe it. And then eventually you're going to scratch the filter. That's just a given. Then you throw the filter away and buy a new one. Better than buying a lens. But anyways, without all the nerdy stuff, we're at the cottage. Welcome to the cottage. I've always wanted to say cottage because there are a couple YouTubers that I follow online. They always talk about going to the cottage in Canada or Norway. Yeah, not Norwegian. He is Norwegian. He's going to Norway. And he's talking about the cottage.
John, where are you going with this?
Well, I'm talking about why I'm excited to say the word cottage. So anyways, I've always wanted to say, welcome to the cottage. So we are at the cottage this weekend. And we, just us and the baby here this morning. Eh? That's how Canadians say it. I used to live in Canada, so I'm not making fun of Canadians. It's really, you can say it's John's Canadian English is coming out. Was gonna bring the drone up here to get some footage this morning, but forgot about it yesterday. I packed the whole backpack, but forgot about the cottage. The cottage. Forgot to bring the camera to the cottage. So we're gonna use the word cottage as often as we can today.
Bless it.
But this is really not a cottage. It's a house. We're at our lake house. Ours, Margaret and mine, because Dogecoin. We invested in Dogecoins a year ago.
We earned a whole like $10.
And then so now we are Dogecoin non-millionaire. So it's really not our house. It's someone else's house. We're not gonna say who. Very gracious, let us come stay at their house this weekend. Back to the baby, which is what this video is about. 7-month-old baby, Katelyn. Katelyn? Say hi to everybody again. Hi!
Hi, Katelyn.
Look at the big round thing right here, baby. Look. Yeah. What do you think about the cottage, huh? She is very active now. Oh, you give an update. I talk enough about the cottage already.
Okay, well, at our cottage in Auburn, and our...
No, that's a house.
Just trying to go with your thing.
No, a cottage is on the water. That's what makes it a cottage.
I didn't know that. I don't think a cottage has to be on the water.
Yes.
Katelyn's update of what she has accomplished during month 7. We are now completely able to...
Completely mobile.
Completely mobile. We know how to sit very well. We know how to crawl very well. And we know how to pull up very well. See, we have learned all the tricks this month.
Yeah, so 1 week she could barely crawl. And she was sitting there and hey baby, hey. And she was struggling to crawl. She would poke her hind leg up like upward dog or downward dog, but she couldn't. And then the next day she figured out how to do it, and then she hadn't stopped since. Now she's not a speedster yet. We are working on it. We're trying to build up our arm strength and leg strength, but she moves. So you put her down and we come back in and she's not there.
We went from rolling across the room to crawling across the room.
And she wants to stand up all the time, like right now.
She started really wanting to talk. She doesn't have any real words yet, but she does love to talk. And the only thing that really sounds like a word is she'll go, yeah! And I'm sure she doesn't mean that, but it's how it comes across. So we love getting to watch her play and talk and interact with us. She smiles up a storm. Katelyn Elizabeth. Hi. Hey, baby girl.
She might be a little camera shy like her mama, but we'll break that before it's over with. Food, you can update them on food. What does she eat now?
She eats anything we'll give her. But she regularly eats avocado, bananas, sweet potatoes. She's had some bread. She's had regular potatoes. She tried broccoli for the first time and did really well. She
had some eggs.
She did have some eggs.
Had some cheese Danish. And it's completely justifiable. It's got eggs, cheese.
$1.35 at Kroger.
Yep.
Real healthy.
Yep. But now she's only got like a bite or two, so don't put me in the terrible dad experience. She started having water. Mm-hmm. So funny story. When she was first born, the Asian way, I'm stuck in these two worlds between Asian and American ways. And the Asian way, my mom always said, or my aunt always said, well, you need to give them some water after you feed them, for them to burp. Margaret said, well, we don't need to give them water. Yeah. Tell them. Margaret said we don't need to give her water because water has 0 calories, so that's why if you're on a diet, you drink water. Yeah, I agree. My mom kept harping on me about giving her water, the Asian mom. And then after a while, she'd come back. She's like, oh, yeah, I asked the doctor, and they said don't give baby water. So I guess the medical advances in Asia are coming along. No coffee yet. I think that will change her world when that happens.
She did try a little bit of lemonade yesterday, and she loved it. She gets graham crackers. She gets her little teething wafers. We are gonna try puffs this weekend. I can't wait.
But she'll eat anything you give her. We've been under a lot of pressure. People want to give her ice cream, and it's really not good.
My family wants to give her ice cream, and his mom wants to give her ice cream.
And we have to say no. So we eat her portion. Right, baby girl? Yeah. Yeah.
So usually when Katelyn's here, Bella, his parents' puppy dog, is here, and they will go round and round and round, and I figured Katelyn's probably going to be missing her today because she normally has somebody over here trying to lick her, eat her, lay on her. Bella will literally like lay across Katelyn, and as if she's trying to snuggle her. She's really cute, and Katelyn just looks up at her and blinks, and they have a good time.
Yeah, so their previous dog, Duchess, which you have seen in videos and you have seen in pictures before, she passed away last year. Duchess was not a cuddler. She didn't like to cuddle. She likes to be in a home her own way. So, but Bella loves to cuddle, which is good. The only thing we need to work with Bella on is get her in the water, but she hasn't done that.
She also likes to cuddle like right at your face. So Katelyn has been doing ISR lessons, which is infant.
Hold on. Here's the backstory to this. If you're wondering why I haven't uploaded a video in a few weeks, it's because I had to work a second job to pay for ISR. That's really why.
So ISR is infant self-rescue lessons for the water, and we started them with
not sponsored. That's what she's trying to say. Yeah, not sponsored. And she heard that. Look at her. She's upset.
Okay, so Katelyn just finished up week 5, and what she's able to do now is she's practiced falling backwards into the water, and she has to get herself up and get herself on her back and float.
But I saw this video of this guy whose kid graduated ISR. Hey, I can't cut out your you're like a bird. So he just grabbed his kid from her clothes and it just walked up to the edge of the pool and just swung her in. So I told Margaret, we'll just do it right here off this ledge. What do you think about that, huh? She's been really active, which is fun. You know, she likes to play. But the one time I had to take her to this class because Margaret had to work. And I walked up and she was fine on my arm. And then as soon as she saw the pool and saw the instructor, she started doing this right here. And then she started pulling on tight. She said, no, Daddy, don't let me go. Don't let me go. She loves to bite your nose. But one thing I learned is she does this. And then I'll hold her up and she rear her head back and she go, wham, and hit me in the head. And then she started crying because I did something to her. I said, no, you did that to me. And anything and everything goes in her mouth. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. If you're new here, I'm glad you're here. You've been here before. Thank you so much. And I'll see you. Tell them bye. Okay, bye.
You.
You can do it.
So I just took Katelyn to the grocery store and we were looking for some green beans because we were trying to be healthier. And coming into the grocery store, everything was fine. And when we left, it started pouring. So here I am, Trench. And we stood there and waited to hope that the storm would pass. But it didn't. So Katelyn and I both got drenched. That's Katelyn right there. And she is such a trooper. She didn't cry once. She just rolled with the blows. It rained so hard that there are some puddles where there usually aren't puddles. So anyways, we went to get some bananas and some green beans for supper and lunch. And here's a soaking wet baby. That's what we got in return. Huh? Was it fun? Was it a fun experience with Daddy? Yeah. First time di Tamua. Yep. Yeah.